Rain poured outside the small diner as Emily wiped down the counter, exhausted after a double shift. It was almost midnight when the door creaked open, and a frail woman stepped in, her clothes soaked, her hands trembling. "Ma'am, the kitchen's about to close," Emily said softly, noticing the woman's empty eyes. I don't have money," the woman whispered. "But I haven't eaten in 2 days." Emily glanced toward the manager's office. She knew what the answer would be if he saw this. Rules were rules. But something in the woman's voice, so fragile, so desperate, made Emily move without thinking. She grabbed a warm bowl of soup and a sandwich left from a cancelled order. "Here," she said, setting it in front of her. "No one should go hungry tonight." Tears welled up in the woman's eyes. She ate slowly, whispering a quiet, "Thank you," after every bite. Moments later, Emily's manager stormed out. "Who told you to give away food?" he barked. Emily froze, heart racing. She expected to be fired on the spot. But before he could speak again, the homeless woman stood, straightened her posture, and handed him a small, worn envelope. "I think this belongs to you," she said mysteriously. Emily stared, confused. How could this woman know her boss? The diner fell silent. The only sound was the rain tapping against the windows. Emily's manager, Mr. Carter, frowned as he took the small, crumpled envelope from the woman's trembling hands. His expression shifted from irritation to confusion. "Where did you get this?" he demanded. The woman smiled faintly. "From a man you used to know, your brother." Mr. Carter froze. Emily watched as the color drained from his face. "My brother's been gone for years," he whispered. The woman nodded. "He was kind to me when no one else was. Before he passed, he asked me to find you, and to give you this." Inside the envelope was an old photograph. 2 young boys standing beside their mother, smiling, and a short handwritten note. "If you ever forget what kindness looks like, look in the mirror and remember who you were." Mr. Carter's eyes filled with tears. His harsh tone melted away. He looked at Emily, then at the woman, and quietly said, "Thank you for reminding me." He turned to Emily. "You did the right thing tonight. No one should ever be punished for kindness." The woman finished her soup and stood to leave, but Emily ran after her. "Wait. Who are you really?" The woman smiled through her wrinkles. "Just someone who remembers when kindness used to come free." She walked into the rain, disappearing into the night. Emily stood there, heart full, realizing she hadn't just fed a stranger, she had witnessed a miracle of memory and forgiveness. The next morning, Emily couldn't stop thinking about the woman. She had vanished into the storm like a ghost, leaving behind only questions. When Emily came to work, she noticed Mr. Carter sitting quietly in the corner booth. No yelling, no complaints, just staring at the photo from the envelope. "She said my brother helped her," he murmured. "But I never knew he even knew someone like her." Emily hesitated. "Maybe she wasn't just anyone," she said softly. Later that day, while taking out the trash, Emily spotted something near the alley, the same torn shawl the woman had been wearing. Inside it, there was a small folded paper. Emily opened it and froze. It was a faded thank you note, written in neat handwriting. "To Mr. Carter and his brother, thank you for giving food to me and my daughter years ago when we had nothing." Emily's breath caught. "Daughter?" She turned the paper over, and there, in old ink, was the name. Martha. The same name the woman had used when introducing herself. But below it, written shakily, was another name. Emily Carter. Emily's heart stopped. She ran back to the diner, tears in her eyes. "Mr. Carter, she wasn't just any woman," she said, her voice trembling. She knew your family. And she knew mine." Mr. Carter looked at her in disbelief, his eyes widening. "What do you mean? Your last name is Carter?" Emily nodded slowly. "I changed it when I turned 18. But that woman, I think she was my grandmother." The room fell silent, and both realized kindness had just reunited 2 lost branches of the same family. tears blurred Emily's vision as the truth sank in. The frail woman she'd fed, the one who vanished into the rain, was her grandmother, the only family she'd ever hoped to find. Mr. Carter sat in stunned silence. "Your grandmother?" he whispered. "But how?" Emily nodded, clutching the note tightly. "My mom left when I was little. She told me her mother had fallen on hard times and disappeared. I never knew she was alive, let alone that she once helped your family." Mr. Carter leaned back, emotion heavy in his voice. "Your grandmother saved my brother's life. When we were kids, we were starving, and she gave us her last loaf of bread." His voice cracked. "We promised to repay her someday, but we never found her again." Emily's tears fell freely now. "She didn't come for food last night," she whispered. "She came to keep that promise alive." Mr. Carter reached across the table and took her hand. "Then let's make sure her kindness lives on." That week, the diner changed forever. Mr. Carter renamed it Martha's Place, where kindness is served free. Every night, they left food by the window for anyone who needed it. And sometimes, when the rain fell and the streetlights glowed, Emily swore she saw a familiar figure in the reflection outside, a gentle smile watching over her. Because kindness, she realized, never truly disappears. It just finds its way home, through the hearts it once touched.